On our first story, HIV infection in the country has relatively reduced compared to last year. This is according to the latest report by the Ministry of Health. Speaking during the celebration of the World AIDS Day, the Health Principal Secretary Julius Korir noted that the government is committed to ensuring zero HIV infection in the country. Stella Swarni attended the event and filed the following report.
It was the day to remember those who have thus far lost their fight against HIV/AIDS. The old and the young gathered here at the University of Nairobi to join the rest of the world in commemorating the World AIDS Day that is marked annually in December 1st. With this year's theme here in the country being Right to Health, Youth na Plan, majority of the youths did not lag behind to know their HIV status, giving reasons why it was important for them to know their status.
Ukipima utajua venye utapanga the next life, ujue venye utaishi na watu wengine.
Yeah. Through this, nitajua how to plan my future, like what I'm supposed to do, the next step.
As today marks the World's AIDS Day across the country, I'm also here to get tested and know my status as well. Yours truly gladly knew her HIV status as happiness was well written on her face. Rebecca Nyakia, a youth who works with Maisha Youth, expressed the great strides that the government has made in the Ministry of Health to reduce the HIV infection, as she mentioned that statistics show that in the previous 51% of the HIV infections were among the youths, which has greatly reduced to 46%.
Adolescents and young people between the ages of 10 to 24, and especially young women, continue to be disproportionately affected by HIV due to a number of factors such as, but not limited to, access to information and services, stigma and discrimination.
The Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Julius Korir, took grace the event to celebrate World's AIDS Day and took pride in the steps the ministry has made in the HIV infections reduction from 80% to 60% this year.
This is the time for us to remember all those who have lost their lives to AIDS, a time to reflect on the strides we made as a nation in fight against the epidemic.
Currently, new cases of HIV infections among the youths are between the age bracket of 15 years to 30 years. This translates to 100 infections in every 97 youths out of 100 youths. As of last year, 238,987 people were living with HIV, while 4,234 died of HIV-related complications. This institutes of high sexual behaviors among the youths. It poses a responsibility to the youths to take charge of their lives. The County Executive Committee member in the Ministry of Health, Nairobi County, Dr. Hitan Majeda, came out to reflect on how far the country has come from in reducing the HIV infections. He noted there has been a great bond to those living with HIV and less stigma as well.
Every year on this day, we reflect on how far we have come since the early days of AIDS epidemic, where stigma was rife, treatment was suboptimal, and people with HIV had to fight to be seen or heard, to be treated with basic compassion. Today, that picture is transformed. Awareness has soared. Research has surged, and for many, with testing and access to the right treatment, the disease that was once a death sentence now comes with a good chance at a healthy and productive life.
Nairobi County has the highest number of people living with AIDS, with a total of 171,510 people living with the infection, with 8,223 being children under the age of 14. The number of people living with HIV has, however, greatly reduced to 6.1% from the previous 14% at the peak of epidemic. Great support from international donors has seen Nairobi County reduce the HIV infection cases, with those living positively can now come out and live a normal life as compared to the past where they faced a lot of stigma from the society.
Tangu nijijue 2004 mpaka leo niko na miaka 13. Na naichukua inatupatia nguvu. Inafanya hatujatengwa na watu, hatujatengwa kama kitambo tulikuwa tumetengwa.
The declaration for the county at large is to undertake concrete steps to end HIV pandemic by 2030.
What have I done?
The youths have greatly been mobilized to be the key in preventing HIV infection across the county and the country at large. As today marks the World's AIDS Day across the globe, residents are still streaming in to know their HIV status. And with me here, I have the Aura Quick HIV Self-Kit that helps you know your status by yourself. This process is done for a minimum of 20 minutes and you are able to know your HIV status. I know my HIV status. What about you? Stella Aswani, Ebru TV.